Hello.
winner.
No, that's fine. You're allowed to. You're allowed to come back too. The whole point of that rule is just some people they don't want to come back. It's
Wait,
fine.
what are you doing in here? Oh, no, you're
I'll
fine.
leave. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
okay. Vexon wants me to add him again. It's
I
all
got so
good.
rustled by that cannon rush. Oh my god, messed me up bad.
Everybody who's played StarCraft or any amount can relate to that.
Why?
Yes.
Why four bases?
Yep. Even as a Protoss, I feel your pain.
No, especially it's even better on us.
Yeah.
But anyway, first of all, Mr. Vexon, congratulations. Those were very good games from you. And first of all, since you're both here, is there any shoutouts either of you would like to make before we get into more proper questions?
I'd like to thank me for being amazing.
Yeah, that
Hey.
is always a good attitude to
Self
have.
shout out. Very good.
How about you, Vexon?
I respect that. I just want to shout out to, I mean, stereotypical shout out to all the day nights. I don't actually know who's watching, but whoever the three
Aw.
or four people are watching, they're cool.
Those individuals actually right now include one of our mods, Mr. Probitas, Asal, and Helper, aka I want to say that's Chaosy. Not 100% certain. I think so. It's a little bit new, so the names being different in SC2 and chat get to my head.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk a little bit about yeah, actually this would actually be a good question since we did just have a map pool change. What did you think of this map pool versus the community map pool that we had? And both of you, of course, answer this. So we'll start with Vexon.
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. The whole community favorites thing, it was a cool idea. And, about half of the maps I had actually played personally. I loved going back and playing on Ohana. Um, that was an old favorite of mine. But at the same time, Metalopolis just doesn't make for good games.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to deal with that. So that's I think all I have to say on that.
Okay. How about you, Loopy?
I thought that the community map pool didn't have as much flavor in the maps. They were kind of a bit. There were, I mean, I'm not saying gimmick, but there wasn't anything really special about each one, so I didn't really learn them or anything. I know they're old, but
Sure.
I took a long period of not playing StarCraft, and that was probably when most of them occurred. Although I did know Ahana and stuff.
Sure.
Also, they didn't vote for Habitation Station, so I hate it.
Oh.
How could you not?
That was a fun map, and it was. That's rather interesting. Honestly, when it first came out, half of me was just happy Steps of War wasn't there. Because I was like, I don't want to cheese
Oh, it was on the list. I was
And it had so many votes for a while. I was kind of scared.
Oh
I was
no.
like, oh.
Suddenly
So Naga
Omega.
Caverns, I was like, that's probably okay. There's at least more variety that's possible there.
I was gonna say suddenly Omega's MR fades to bronze.
Oh no, it would probably
Doesn't-
go up
doesn't
because I
wanna
would look
play.
at the map and I would actually proxy Zealot Rush every game. And I would do so and I would not apologize for it. I'd be like, no, don't blame me. Well, I wouldn't even be proxying. I would just put it in my own ramp because it's that close. But yeah, luckily that was a world that didn't happen.
Bullet
Let's just put it
dodged.
that way.
Yes.
But yeah, I know what you mean though. Like I was still surprised to see that some maps weren't in there. That being one of them. As far as this the actual series went, I know we narrowed it down to Ohana, King Sejong Station, and Catalina. Overall, what do you guys think of Ohana? And talk a little bit about how this game went. So Vexon, you first.
Overgrowth.
Ohana?
Overgrowth, sorry.
Okay.
Zero's spreading his mispronunciation.
I am not.
Mislabeling to me.
I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
you'll be with your family soon. It's Christmas.
Yes. Oh, good. We finally got the requisite joke in as well. But yeah, please do talk a little bit about Overgrowth as well as how this game went.
I mean, right, you hear that Overgrowth is like the most standard map in that entire map pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I think specifically for PvT, because that was the matchup. I tend to play super standard PvT on that map, just because I'm not. I tend to like the 2 base, 4 Colossus all in type style, and so think the map works well for that. I think it's really, really easy to defend your natural with Colossus and
Mm.
whatnot. I think that standard mix works very well. I think when I struggle on that map, it's heavy drops once I've taken a third base.
Yeah, I think I can second all of that. The drop play just gets pretty ridiculous after a certain point. But then again, it's not like it's impossible to defend against it, which was why so many people picked it back when it was in tournaments.
No, sure. But I'm not very good with Blink Stalkers, and I tend to forget to leave Templar around.
Yeah.
So drops are never my strong point.
Fair enough, fair enough. How about you, Loopy?
Well, I got Terran, and that's joint worst, but that's 2/3 of the time going to be the case. And I thought I'm not confident enough to do anything but bio, so I decided to do bio. I saw the Blink Stalker, so I thought I'm going to make this a bit weird. I'm going to try and hard counter Blink Stalker. So I went for both with Tech Labs and made Marauders, and then that obviously wouldn't ever work, but I decided to do it anyway. Maybe it'd be lucky. And then I think I was a bit of a coward in both games because like my only harass was just one medevac field with Marauders that got shot down.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. And then he came in with Storms, and I'm terrible against Storms, but it was even without the Storms, I would have just died horribly. But it was a fun map. It was nice.
Okay.
Did not die too fast against a Platinum anyway.
No. Did drag it out, which is good.
I definitely feel like on that map I could have attacked sooner, or at least I should have gotten gateways sooner once I saw how quick he had taken a third base.
Yeah.
That just wasn't a thing I did.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're used to, at that point in the game, you're kind of used to drops coming at you soon.
That's
So
true.
it's really, you kind of, even if the opponent isn't going to do it, you're the boxer backing into the corner of the ring and putting your arms up because you're like, oh shit, don't hit me.
That's a good point.
Don't hit me. Even if he isn't going to do it, you still have that fear.
Well, it worked out in the end, didn't it?
But for sure. So then we have King Sejong's station. Kind of just do the same thing with this one. Talk about what you think of this map and how the game went. Starting with Mr. Vexon, of course.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have any super strong opinions on this map. Obviously, I do like that cannon rush spot because you can block it off with just 2 pylons. Obviously, I didn't pan out into anything in this game, but I think I all in the vast majority of the time in PvZ.
Okay.
And I don't know. I definitely wanted to exploit the fact that he had taken so many bases so greedily, trying to hit both sides of the map. And I thought I half effectively did that.
Well, definitely, I agree that you managed to do that. If I was, go on.
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Lucas?
If I were to talk about it, I think the only thing I can really say is how well you rustled me. Like my mindset was just go with my standard opening, which I'm normally quite used to. I then immediately saw you do the cannon rush, but obviously I was a bit helpless because I had only just started the spawning pool. So then I thought, screw this, I'm moving to my third. And then after all that panic, I saw I had too many minerals, so I thought another base, and went to my fourth. And then it just spiraled out of control because I never made any drones to fit the bases. So I was out of money with 4 random bases producing useless lava. And yeah, so I think that map was just like you cannon rushed well, and I couldn't deal with it really. Plus your the harass was great, and drew me out of position midway through the game. I came to defend my thirds, and then didn't leave anything at home at the rocks. So yeah.
I think the only other thing I should have done in that game is I see that a lot where I cannon rush and then the Zerg takes their third, and I never respond to it correctly. Because I'm pretty sure if I had rushed out my warp gate more and gotten up just like 4 gates warping in at your natural, I would have been able to split the production coming out of those 2 bases and like get a lot out of that cannon rush, even though it didn't end up cannoning anything. And I didn't really do that.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So
Okie dokie. That covers the matches themselves. If you guys would, I would request that you stick around for just a couple minutes after we are done. And to wrap things up, just to remind everybody watching, we have another match in 30 minutes. It's going to be Fried Dirt versus Ghost Gambit. ZRQ was originally scheduled to play, but then his computer kind of broke, and we haven't heard from him since. So, Dirt will be playing instead. Please do check that match out, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks a lot. See you later.
been fun.